Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio. Today I am working on my first page in my Collections of Curiosities book, and I already had this crow from a gel print glued down. So sorry you didn't see that. I have no recollection of when I did it. Somewhere between jelly printing and creating the signatures, because it was on there when I put the signatures together. So I think I had the print and just wanted the crow off of it, and so I put it on this page. I'm searching for prompts, and one of the prompts, I think it was on the Inktober prompts, was dream. So I decided that I would create a dream catcher. But I also wanted it kind of spooky. Not that it's very spooky. So I decided the dream catcher would be a spider web. So I just traced around that mask so that I could get a circle the right size. And I'm using Neocolor 2s to create the circle. I did a brown, and then I went over it with matte medium. It wasn't dark enough, so now I'm going in with a black, and again doing the matte medium thing. So it activates it and it seals it all in one, which I like. Unless you get it wrong, and then it's permanent. If you don't blend it the way you want it, which happens, then you have this permanent dark streak. But this worked. I think it works. So I'm just creating shading, emphasizing the circle. And then I let that dry, so now it's dry. Oh, and I decided my bird needed a little assistance, so I have some Faber-Castell markers. And they're great if you've, and obviously this crow was glued down using matte medium. If you use these markers on a painted surface or a surface with matte medium, you can actually blend them, which I really like. I don't know if you can even tell the difference between before and after, but I can a little bit, and definitely on the feet, because, or the talons? Feet? Anyway. I cover up that little white spot, so yeah. So I decided my circle wasn't defined enough, so I'm going in again with a black Pitt Artist pen and just creating that circle. I was going to use the mask as a crutch, but then I just decided to draw it. So it won't be perfect, but it's easier. Sometimes it's just easier to freehand the circle. Alright, so now I'm going in with, this is a white Jelly Roll pen, and sometimes it behaves and works for me, sometimes it doesn't. It's good if the surface has a little bit of texture, and the matte medium, because it's matte, has a little bit of texture, enough to get that so that it flows pretty good. Most of the time. Sometimes it just refuses to work for me. And at the time, I didn't really think about dream catchers and the rules of dream catchers. There's supposed to be a hole in the center of a dream catcher. So we're going to pretend the hole is behind the bird, okay? Apparently that's an important element in dream catchers. There's different legends about it, but the spider web, or the web of the dream catcher, catches the bad dreams, and the good dreams escape through the hole, through the center. And then the beads on a dream catcher trap the, I think it's they trap the bad dreams. Anyway. But as you can tell, I'm trying to make that really spider web-like. At least that's the hope. And if it was a spider web and it was hanging up, the lines would sag, right? So that's what I'm trying to show, is the web sagging at the bottom. Yeah, I drew those with this pen and you can't even see them. So I'm drawing lines, just 3, I think, to put my feathers and my beads on. I think I make it a little thicker, and I put a little white in there to highlight the beads. Just a little. Now my feathers, I don't show you because I tried several different ways to create feathers out of not feathers. So I have some fabric. First I tried to glue some string along it, but then all you saw was like the massive glue. I didn't like that. So I ended up doing a little bit of crocheting with embroidery thread on some fabric and then fraying it to look like feathers. I don't show that whole process because it was kind of tedious, and I didn't think I'd be able to demonstrate that on screen, so yeah, we just go straight to the feathers. So here they are. And they're not too bad, right? But I did decide that they were too clean looking. So I'm taking some dollar store coffee, instant coffee, putting it in my spray bottle that has water in it already. And I still have some of that. So it's like my distress spray now. And I do spray it a few times to try and make them a little less happy and shiny. And then I'll let them dry. And it'll make the thread a little less pinky. But yeah, that's coffee. It probably wasn't strong enough. It could have been stronger. But yeah, it dimmed them a little bit, I think. Then I'm just going to decide which one looks the best, attach to each of my strings, and we'll just glue them down. So this one was a really quick page, but my next one is a bit longer, so I may, if I have a couple of shorts, I may combine them together. I want to try and get them all in October, and yeah, it's getting late. I wanted to have this thing done by Halloween. So I'm working on it. I'm actually halfway through the signatures. Yeah, I will have a playlist in the description box below. I think by the time you see this one, I will have done the video hop with the flip through of what was done so far. So check that out. It'll be linked below as well. And I hope you liked that page. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching. Have an awesome day.